wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Really quick update that I did not see myself having to make, but if you guys want to know what is the latest with Beauty Bakerie, let's go. So if you guys remember, I want to say it was earlier this year, I posted a video letting you guys know that the owner of Beauty Bakerie, Cashmere, had posted an update on her page and basically said that, you know, after everything that she's been going through within the last few years and the changes that she's going through, the company's going through, all of that, that she has made the decision to close down Beauty Bakerie. And I've done a couple of these, you know, like downfall videos, these videos on updates of brands closing down, stuff like that. And I can say, like, I feel like I've never really had the type of reaction that I had in those comments. And it threw me off for a couple of reasons, but like one of them is just like, I didn't think out of, especially a lot of the black owned brands that I've talked about, like I didn't see that reaction coming from Beauty Bakerie, but also the update that Cashmere gave was also very different compared to why a lot of other brands shut down. For a lot of other brands, when they announce they're shutting down, at least the ones that are, you know, being fully transparent, they let you know, baby, like money just was not coming in that way. When it comes to the other retailers that are being stocked at or paying employees, just like, you know, usual business reasons for companies to shut down, right? If you guys remember in Cashmere's update, she explained that, you know, she was going through like a new spiritual journey. She was choosing to focus on God and, you know, that spiritual relationship that she has, not just with God, but how she has it with other people and all of that stuff. And the responses that I got to that video, of course, there are people who were like, you know, that's sad, don't want to see another brand go out of business, especially don't want to see another black owned brand go out of business. There were people who were like, you know, I understand her. Yes, I love that for her, that she's choosing to put God first, all of that. Then there were people who were talking about spiritual psychosis, which is a term I've seen a lot recently. I'm not gonna lie, with the state of everything, the planet, government, all of that, if there's a lot of spiritual psychosis going around right now, there is a reason. It's kind of like people don't really know where to turn to. So they do oftentimes turn to religion, but sometimes in a very drastic way, where it now gets to a point where it's like past being religious, past being spiritual, it's giving something is not right there. So people were bringing up a conversation on spiritual psychosis and also equating spiritual psychosis with black women and how black women often fall victim to spiritual psychosis and how black women fall victim to the church and being overly religious and how the church will make them make decisions that oftentimes are not to their benefit. So that was another conversation going on in the comments, and another conversation going on in the comments were people who were upset because not for, you know, her relationship with God, not for any of that, but they were upset because she was closing the business. They were like, you know, people have supported you, people have given you their money, and you're choosing to shut down the business, not necessarily because you have to, but because you're just choosing that you don't want to own a business anymore. A lot of people were saying, like, why couldn't she have just sold it? Blah, 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 right? One of the reasons that argument threw me off is because when I do the other videos, I'm talking about how, you know, like Uma Beauty sold their company, insert another brand that sold their company, especially when it's a black owned company. A lot of the comments are talking about how they no longer want to purchase. I think Mented sold their company. So like Mented, Uma Beauty, people were like, oh, well, if it's not black owned anymore, I don't want to buy it. So when I posted the Beauty Bakerie video, and then people were like, why couldn't she have just sold it? If she did sell it, it probably was not going to be by a company that would make it remain a black owned company. So to see how the comments be when it's another black owned company that does sell the company, and then to see this black owned company say, no, I'm just shutting down, I'm not selling it, stuff like that. And then people say, well, why don't you sell it? That's selfish, blah, 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 I just, at some point, you just gotta let the comments be the comments. Like, just go at it, because people get real passionate about what they be arguing about, all that stuff, right? So fast forward all of that to today. Shout out to the subby who messaged me, because with everything that I got going on right now, I definitely was not going to see that. But I actually have an update from Cashmere, and I'm not sure if it's the update that you guys would have expected. So let me read it. Okay, it says, a sweet update from our founder. To my sweet people, as you know, a few months ago, I announced that I was closing Beauty Bakerie to quiet things down in my life and focus on my faith and family. After working tirelessly over the past 9 years, I was ready for work to catch up to where I was in spirit, at peace. The past few months of stillness away have been exactly what I needed. What's been incredible to learn is that my decision never slowed your cravings, nor did it slow the interests of those who've sought to acquire the brand. While navigating the close, I read your messages praying for me and wishing me well, and also requesting that I sell the brand and let it live on. I was surprised to see this. Sometimes selling a brand can be viewed as a betrayal and not for what it often is, a much needed refresh and revival. With that, I am happy to share that Beauty Bakerie has been acquired by West Lane Capital Partners. The brand will be joining their Blooming Brands portfolio, a West Lane subsidiary. This partnership promises to lead Beauty Bakerie through its next phase of growth and ensure that you all can continue to indulge. I was comforted to know that the Blooming Brands team is filled with Beauty Bakerie customers and supporters, people who love the brand as much as you. With their help, the brand will soon relaunch with all of your favorite baked goods. Anything else? Not only are you in good hands, but loving ones, but I'm never too far. As a forever baker in heart, I'll always be here to offer my support and guidance along the way. Can I ask something of you this time? Do you mind if I make a request? Please show them what sweet stuff is made of. Please show them that love knows no bounds, that love is powerful enough to change an enemy to a friend and a friend to family. Show them how you loved on me. It was so good. And whatever you do, do not ever let anything or anyone harden your heart. When love becomes hard, it is only our hearts that have become hardened. Remember to be better, not bitter, and keep your heart soft, gentle, and open. That's how light gets in. With love that never changes, Cashmere. So there you have it. The update is that Beauty Bakerie is actually going to continue. They have sold the brand. Actually, they sold the brand to the same company that acquired Mented. So if you like Mented Cosmetics and if you liked Beauty Bakerie, the same brand now, the same company now owns the two brands. So both brands will live on. But I was reading the comments, and like one of the first few comments that I see is someone saying, oh, well, this means that the brand isn't an indie brand anymore. It's going to be hard for me to like continue to support the brand. And now I'm curious, I'm going to get comments of people saying that because it's not black owned anymore, if they're not going to buy, because it's like at some point, baby, like when do you win in this situation? When do you win in this situation? When the brand was going to close, that was a problem. Brand is going to stay open, but it's not black owned anymore. That's a problem. And it's like, I get it, but baby, Serena Williams was not having that conversation on the amount of funding or lack thereof that comes to black, well, she said specifically black women, but baby, when it comes to black people in general, okay, it's not that easy to just think that you know, another black company or black owner can just come and buy. Like, there are literally things that are put in place to make it harder for, you know, black companies, black firms, black owners, stuff like that, to just acquire things, right? Like, how many times have we heard people talking about they're trying to acquire BET, they're trying to acquire this, that, and they're like sports teams, all of that. It's not that easy. And of course, like, you spend your money wherever you want to. So if you only shop like specific black owned brands and you don't anymore, then you're just not going to anymore. But literally, like, what are people supposed to do? Now, one of the reasons people do not like when brands, even brands that are not black owned, I know, like when Too Faced was acquired, there was a conversation about that. Like, even those type of brands is because they will, you know, get bought out by other companies, and then other companies will come in and like change everything about them, change formula, change that stuff, especially now with the way the economy is. These companies are definitely trying to get the most bang for their buck. Like, how can we cut down on quality, on control, on all of that, but actually raise our prices for everything, right? So that is a very valid reason for people to feel some type of way when these brands get acquired by other brands. And when black owned brands get acquired by non-black owned companies, the biggest fear is that they are going to change the formula to, or change the formula, change all, you guys know what I mean, change all of that to appeal to a wider audience, right? Because a lot of these Black owned brands, when they launch, they are usually launching with product that are going to cater to a specific demographic. So when they get bought out by these other companies, they want to open it up so that that Black owned, well, former Black owned brand could be the next, you know, Too Faced, can be the next Tarte, because the wider shade ranges that you offer, the wider this that you offer, the more people that you're able to sell it to, right? But in some cases, like with hair companies, you know, if a hair company gets is started as a company that is geared towards 4C hair, and then they get bought out and they start switching up the formula so that you can include every other type of hair type, then the 4C hair girls are like, this doesn't work for my 4C hair anymore, because now it's the formula has been changed so that it can, you know, appeal to more hair types. And it's like, I don't like that. So that critique is a very valid one, especially for people who have put their money into this, and for people who have found stuff that they already like. And it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Dior, still on your ass about that, okay? Because no one told you to touch that face and body powder. But anyway, oh, and of course my camera is starting to overheat, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up. Just a quick update on what is going on with Beauty Bakerie. So if you have your favorites, just know that it seems your favorites will be coming back. You know, will be the same formula, same quality. I don't know all of that, but I'm letting you know that they're still here for now. So make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.